What's up, gentlemen? So first things first, we got to get something out of the way. I need you to take your hand. I need you to reach down and grab it. What do you feel? If the answer is balls, this video is for you. You are physically a dude, but my question is, how manly are you? Regardless of if you got a big set of nuts or you don't, if you possess some of these characteristics, you are manly. I'm talking extra manly, and it may shock you. Some of you who think, I'm not really that manly, Alpha, I'm kind of like middle manly, will actually find out that you're actually max manly in terms of like mucho manly. So now, gentlemen, I'm going to go over some signs that you are probably mucho manly. All right, number one is your height. How tall are you? All right, the truth is short dudes are viewed as less manly than tall dudes. Tall dudes also have an advantage at life. They're going to typically sleep with more women. They're also going to make more money. If you look at all the CEOs of the Fortune 500 companies, they typically are 6 foot tall white dudes. Coincidence? I think not. It's because they're damn tall and they're masculine. And the white thing, I don't even want to get into that. Number two, we got to talk about hair. Facial hair. Do you have it? If so, boom, manly, because facial hair is viewed as a masculine trait. It's also a masculine physical characteristic. Number three is chest hair. What's that looking like? You got it? Congratulations. That's viewed as manly. The next sign that you are more manly than you realize is you got a deep voice. Deep voice. I can't even do it. I can't even fake like I'm manly when it comes to my voice. But the truth is, if you have a deep voice, this is also something that is perceived as manly. High little girly voices like mine? Not really at all manly. Do you have a big cucumber? Above average. And by average, I mean like over like 5.5 inches. That technically is like the average male wiener, right? If it's bigger than that, you are perceived as more manly. Big balls, also more manly. If you're hung like a donkey, gentlemen, congratulations, you are perceived as manly. Big hands, do you have them? Are they large hands? Have somebody ever been like, damn, you got big hands, Brian? That's a sign you're manly. Your feet, what size? Are you over a size 10? Manly. Golden ratio. What is it, gentlemen, in terms of your body and your proportions? Shoulders down to your waist. What is it? Does it drop? Because if you have broad shoulders, this is something that is perceived as super sexy and manly, all right? So if you got a spare tire and that ratio is more like an oval or a square or a rectangle, you could lose a few lbs and automatically improve your manliness. I'm talking mucho manly. Guns! Do you have them? If you do, gentlemen, muscular arms, whoo, show those bad boys, because it is actually seen and viewed as manly. All right, what about your testosterone level? Is it coursing? Do you have a high sex drive? Is it something where you pack on muscle easily? This is also a sign of A, high testosterone. Also, you've got manly features. Now, I don't want to fight you, but if you want to fight me, that's also a sign that you are manly, because aggression, right? Wanting to fight, wanting to get it in and mix it up, right? That's also a sign of manliness. Big nose. Now we're talking, right? Big noses are also a sign of manliness, right? Also, small eyes, right? If you got big old doe eyes, right? That's viewed as a little bit more childlike, also a little bit more feminine. If you've got really pouty lips, also a little bit more feminine. But if you're somebody that has a strong, structured jaw, this is also something that shows to other people that you are a man among men. The next sign that you are more manly than you realize is that you avoid EDC chemicals. All right, EDC stands for endocrine disrupting chemicals. These things are wreaking havoc on the male endocrine system. All right, our testosterone levels as dudes has been dropping like steadily for like years, and they're blaming a lot of the products that we're using. It's critical that you upgrade to higher quality products that are free from things like sulfites, parabens, aluminum free. Guys, those 3 ingredients are absolutely destroying not only your body, your masculine vibe and energy. Now, you're like, yo, Alpha, what do I do? The answer is simple. I got links down below, because I was sick of using toxic chemicals on my body. And so I developed new products that were actually going to be healthy for my body, including a natural deodorant, aluminum free, paraben free, sulfite free. You've got to start looking for that on every product that you're using that touches that sexy ass masculine body of yours. Guys, if you want to check out this deodorant, I'm going to link to it down below. It is the best natural deodorant on the market. The smell is eucalyptus spearmint. It is incredible. The other cool thing It's a clear solid, so it doesn't like jack up your clothing. This thing was built by me for me because I was tired of using crappy products on my body. And the other thing I want to mention is actually ball powder. Guys, a lot of you are using talc-based powders, right? Talc is terrible for not only your body, but also your balls. It's critical that your balls don't stink, but you got to make sure that your balls are stinking in a non-toxic way. And that is why you got to start using a higher quality non-talc-based powder. The other reason why talc is terrible in terms of a powder for your nuts is because it doesn't actually repel the wetness. It actually absorbs it, which means you're going to have like a talky, milky mess in your pants. But if you use a powder like the Pete and Pedro powder, it's actually going to repel the water and keep you dry and smelling amazing. Let me actually show you. These glasses of water represent your sweaty balls. On one side, you've got talc-based powders, the other Pete and Pedro. When you add talc-based powder to your sweaty balls, mix it up, what you're left with is a pasty, chalky mess in your pants. When you add your Pete and Pedro powder to your sweaty balls, mix it up, what you're left with is powder. Nothing but powder. The choice is yours, gentlemen. A white, talky, milky mess in your pants or Pete and Pedro powder. In all honesty, guys, this powder is amazing. Every single one of you needs to take care of your balls, gentlemen, so you don't stink and aren't musky and funky. So that spicy senorita isn't like, ew, you're nasty. You also, little dab of that, boom, up the booty crack so you don't get swamp ass. Guys, all the Pete and Pedro products that we sell are good for your body. They also work incredibly well. I'm going to link to the website down below. We got a bunch of quizzes if you're not sure what products to actually use for your hair or your body. Guys, we have got you covered. Pete and Pedro is an incredible company that is mine, that it was designed for me. I wanted to make sure that the products that I was using were not only super high quality, they were good for my body. Guys, something that's going to be good for your wallet is the discount code that's going to be down below. Limited time, don't wait. The next sign that you are more manly than you may realize is that you're losing your hair. All right, baldness is actually a sign, one of the signs of high testosterone. All right, it's all about the conversion to DHT and all sorts of stuff. Anyway, this is one of the downsides to being super manly and having a high testosterone level. All right, but the good news, like I've talked to you before about, you can go to Bosley, and regardless of if your testosterone level is like 8,000, you can do something about it, stop your hair loss. Bosley can basically fix you at any stage of hair loss. I'll link to them along with the free guide and gift card down below if you want to check them out. Anyway, the next thing I want to talk about are some characteristics and traits of manly men. Without these, it doesn't matter what you look like, you're not a man. Number one, you are a leader. You're not somebody that follows the crowd. You're not a sheep. You think for yourself. Number two, you are responsible. You are resourceful. You are reliable. Number three, you figure shit out. You don't freak out when things go wrong. You understand that you can do it. You may have to research, you may have to call a friend, but the bottom line is you can get it done when it needs to get done. Men are strong, both physically, emotionally, and mentally as well. They don't freak out, they don't fall down, they don't blame other people, they're not a victim, they are their own man. And they know that if they want something, they can do it. They've got to go out and get it. But this is something that makes you manly, gentlemen. Waiting for somebody to hand you success ain't manly. Being mad at somebody else because they got something that you want, not being a man. They worked hard for it. Are you going to? That's the thing you got to do, which is the next thing that makes you a man. You're hardworking. You don't phone it in. You're not afraid to roll your sleeves up, get those masculine big hands dirty. Discipline. Men are disciplined, and this is something that's incredibly manly and masculine. If you have the ability to focus when things aren't fun, when people aren't dropping thumbs up on the video that you just did right now down below, gentlemen, can you please help me tell the algorithm to suck it? That's what I'm talking about. You're awesome. Something else that makes you awesome is if you are honorable, you're noble, you have high self-esteem, but you also have integrity and character. Guys, these are the things, these are the principles that truly make you manly, in my opinion. And regardless if you reached down and felt nuts or you didn't, it doesn't matter. I don't care, because I just want you to feel good about yourself and realize that you are amazing. Period. End of story. You're manly.